Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome. Right, this will be a lovely evening, won't it? Look, I've got my Christmas jumper on. So, Nikki, hello. Oh, you've been waiting to see me. Oh, hello. How are we? Are you all right? Fabulous. So, couple of things. Obviously, like, share, do all of those. Good evening. Good evening, Marianne. Hand pink waving. Like that. Hello, everyone. Long time no see. Good. Tortoise love. I think I've seen you for a while, actually. Tortoise love. I do remember the little picture. So tonight I'm going to be doing psychic art. Mitch, hello. How are you? You're right. So I'm going to be doing psychic art tonight. And what else can I tell you? If I come to you tonight and you're wanting the original artwork, please do contact me. Now you can email me, which through my website, emilyjbaker.co.uk. Facebook, I'm on there, which is Emily Psychic Artist, psychic artist. So you'll see my little face. You can contact me through TikTok, as far as I know. Don't know how, don't really know about that. So it's all first time I get to see you. Fabulous. So I'll be doing that tonight. I'm just looking at all of your comments. I know it's that time. I know. Have any of you who have got children ever gone and said, and I think this is a fab thing, when it's coming up to Christmas and you're shopping with your kids and everything in the shops and they're all running around and they're all running around and stuff. I heard this one mum kind of go and say, you see those cameras? And the kid went, yes. But all of those cameras get turned on at the North Pole and Santa gets to see everyone. Father Christmas gets to see if you're naughty or nice in the shops as well. Oh, I mean, there's so much stuff coming up onto my screen. Okay. Oh, it's on also. Oh, right. So Richard's just putting on here for me all of your comments. So it's fabulous. Absolutely. So what else can I tell you? Tonight I'm running it slightly differently. I am going to be doing psychic art. So I need you to like, to share, to comment and things like that. Because I'm going to choose just to make sure that you are there and your fingers are on keyboards. Kind of numbers up to about 30. Is that right, Richard? I'm just going to check 30, 40, because then yeah, yeah. So we did that last time, didn't we? I picked a number and then I did a reading. So again, it's random. Richard has all of the technology. I have no technology. Look, no hands. So he's there. He's able to, and he does monitor everybody's comments on Facebook and on YouTube. So good evening, Mark. So he can see all that's going on. So when I say I give out a number, I don't know if he's looking at Facebook numbers or YouTube numbers. That's up to him. Okay. So, I, it's all combined. Apparently, he's just telling me it's all combined. So again, it will be a case of that, and I won't know who's where on the list. Okay. So it goes by comments, and that's what he's looking at. So it's not good. So again, I'd just like to give out some shout outs and share. Got to share as well, please. So just to let you know, if you're wanting to have some more information about what I do, not yet, do not go onto this site yet, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk. But don't go there yet. Go at the end of the evening. And you can book in for a reading with me. I think over Christmas, I'm closed. New Year's Eve. No, yeah, well, yes, late night New Year's Eve. I will be open partly on Christmas Eve, and I'll probably be up and running on Boxing Day afternoon. Okay, so if you're wanting readings and stuff like that, I am basically open. It's Christmas Day off, really. Let's get to the nub of it all. Right. I know I'm not going to mention that C word. Hopefully you're all right, everybody's doing okay with this festive season, because it can be quite traumatic. It can be quite lonely for a lot of people. Can bring up a lot of heartache and things like that. People have family members pass away at this time of the year. I know I have. And yeah, so they're in your thoughts as well, which again comes back to the psychic art. So with my psychic art, just a couple of things. I know you've all lovely commenting. It's fabulous. Thank you, Mark. You've liked and shared. Fabulous. And that is, I'm not a trained artist, as in I haven't gone to art school and done things like that. So, and I also draw sideways. So, i.e., I will have the pad up here, and so I don't tend to look at it all that often. Just do a glancing, just to make sure it's on there. But I've got these as A4. So if you're wanting these, please let me know. I know it's just postage and packaging that I charge for. But again, you also have to stand as well. Should we get on with it? Should we get on with it, guys? Shall we? So it's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. Right, Debbie. Evening. I only found out at 4 p.m. that my mum's finally moving tomorrow. All hands on deck. Fabulous, Debbie. That's great. Excellent. Now, Debbie, the thing is, we don't know where you are to give you a helping hand with all of that, really. Oh, thank you very much. What an incredible gift. Right, shall we crack on? So can I go to number 25, please? 25. Share. You got to share, I'm afraid. Got to share. Got to share as well. Not just like, but you've got to share. Share it with people that you just want to annoy over the Christmas period, and people that you think have forgotten you. That's the best thing to do. Say, I have forgotten you. Look here, I'm sharing this with you. My little Christmas. Mitch, you're number 25, Mitch. Hello. I know. So I know you've got your fingers on keyboards because I've seen lots of comments. So I know you're there. So I'm going to be coming to you. No, okay. Have you, can I just check, have you seen me work? And have you seen me doing this before? All right, we say no. It's all gone quiet. It's all gone quiet. Oh, the time delay. Time delay. I keep on forgetting there's a time delay. Right. I'm going to start cracking on because I've been told there isn't time to waste. Got very impatient member of the family. Oh yes, definitely. Impatient member of the family. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, we're getting there. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Getting there. So you haven't suddenly disappeared on me, Mitch, have you? No. Right. Good. Oh no, don't give me numbers. No, don't give me numbers. I know why you're giving me numbers, because that was when I do the cards. This is the other way around. I give Richard a number. So please don't give it. It's great that you're commenting, but when I'm doing my cards, that's when I need you to give me a number. So not tonight, ladies, and gentlemen. I remember those gentlemen. Right, okay. I am cracking on with it. Right, Mitch, I need to let you know. I know I've got a lady with me, but again, I just have to reiterate this, that the person who I draw may not be the communicator. I've got to say that. So for me, this feels quite male rather than female, the picture that I'm drawing at the moment, but I know she has no time to waste. She does not like time wasters. I am going too slow for her. I am her patience level has run out. Okay, so patience level is quite low. I'm hoping, and I want to go to grandparent generation with her as well. And I have a feeling you know very well who she is. She's just told me that. you know very well who she is. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, right. And I've got to tell you about the abscess as well. So on the foot, mouth, body, anywhere in particular? No, not yet. Okay, but it wasn't a very nice abscess. Right, okay, I'll move on then, shall I? Think so, yes. Now, you know, I do respect your loved ones, but I will tell you if they're being bossy, and she's been quite bossy as well. So she has a very much knows her own mind. Everything with it. Right. Right. So continue. Hopefully this is kind of giving you some idea. Gosh, I'm so sorry, my spirit family. So, but no, don't worry about it. Honestly, do not worry about no. See, it's me who gets told off more than you guys, okay? Because they're allowed to be angry at me. They're allowed to push me. They're allowed to be annoyed with me and all the rest of it. Okay, because they don't know me. That's absolutely fine. With you guys, they're here because of you. They're here to share that love with you. I'm getting on with it. I'm just explaining. Um, right. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm going to have to talk as quickly as she does. So please just interrupt with your comments. Okay. So she's come in and she's talking about that you're needing some help at the moment, and because you're wanting a change of direction, and you're not too sure what kind of a change of direction that you're wanting to go into, and you're not too sure if to change the job, stay with the job, or have an increase with the same company and a sideways move, but you're not too sure about any of that, but you would like to have a change of career. Oh, but they do. Oh, okay, and they have chosen to talk to me. It's lovely, isn't it? So, hopefully does that make all sense? Yes. Okay. Right. Okay. So, okay. And she's just gone and said, you want her, this lady, or them? Can I go for them? All of you lot? Okay. All of them, you're wanting them to give you an answer as to what to do. Okay. I haven't heard it put as strongly as that, but I will pass that on. Um, And where do you think we got our guidance to do what we ended up doing? We all have to make mistakes from time to time, you know, because without making mistakes, we don't learn. We can't be perfect all of the time. Sometimes we have to make mistakes because otherwise, how can we ever grow? A child does not know that, you know, it's happy to make the mistakes while learning to walk. It falls over. It learns that actually standing up, you get a better perspective, and falling over, well, okay, that can be kind of painful. That makes sense. So you can't always ask for them to give you the straightforward answer. It has to come from you. It has to go. But I'm just getting her to calm down a little bit, because she's talking about you are not sure about what it is that you want. So even if she did give you the answer, you would go along with it and only blame them, and she's not going to have that. She's seriously not. I wish I could give her name. She's not going to give me her name. Okay, all right. Okay. You know full well who she is. Something wrong about the straw. Or was that what they? Oh. I have a feeling that, you know, I talked about an abscess. I got a feeling the abscess was in her mouth. Tooth abscess. In fact, I want to say it went into the jaws. This was a really kind of a painful abscess. And I want to go to the right hand side with this as well. Okay. Right. So, you know, do you understand about sometimes we have to go by our own gut instinct, and we may think at the time that it's the wrong thing to do, but with hindsight, it ends up being the right thing to do. because we grow as a person. We learn who we really truly are. I don't want to talk about that. She wants to talk about the time when I worked in theatre, and I had an experience which wasn't very nice at a place of work. It really wasn't very nice at all. But I learned that actually I was a lot stronger than I gave myself credit for. It upset me for a great deal, what had happened and how I was treated, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, I learned actually that was my beginning of really learning and listening to my gut instinct. Because at the time, when I got the job, I kind of went, there's something off about this. Okay, I'll go for it because I haven't got anywhere else to go. Absolutely, I'll do that. Fine, it's only 3 months. Fine, okay. But my heart really wasn't in it, and I really just didn't want to be there. And that's, so I was happy at the end of the 3 months. Part of the company. So, it's about listening sometimes to what it is. So, do you know what it is that you actually really want? I feel truly have paid enough school fees of life. I know that one. I could really do with a piece, okay, and a break in life. It's been a long and arduous. Okay. Right. So for me, that feels like the first part, I'm just saying what I feel about what you've written there, is that you've had all of these experiences, and with the piece comes the reflection of understanding what it is that you've actually gone through and what it is that you've learned. And now it is about using that wisdom. It is about using that wisdom and the instinct. You've learned the instinct of, actually, if I go down that route, that's going to burn me. Let's not do that. Oh, but you know what? Over there looks really nice and sunny and rosy. So it's about that connection. I think I know, we already know. We know that you already know that they know as well, that you already have the answer. You know what it is that you're wanting. All right. And whatever it is that you decide to do, why do you think that you don't need their approval? Why should they? No, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm having a 4-way conversation now. But it is about you don't need anyone's approval. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. You don't need their approval. Yeah, it is. It is about trusting yourself. And you can do that in small ways. It's kind of this gentleman, right, okay. This person was quite quiet, but it was quite as strong as well. And yes, they weren't always right with everything that they did. But then when it came around again to be tested on that, they decided to go the opposite direction. And I keep on saying that it's almost as though you've come to this crossroads yet again. You're at this point yet again, Rich. And it may be a case of this may be your time to try a different road to the one that you tried before. Does that make sense? Lovely. All right. But they are not going to desert you. And I don't mean as in a desert or a pudding. Well, because she's hungry, isn't she? It's after some ice cream, I think. Are you after some ice cream? I do seek their approval. I'm generally first one. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm correct for the ice cream. Okay. But it is on this occasion, it is about you, not them. This has to be about you. Okay. All right. Okay, lovely. Oh, I haven't signed it. Got to sign it. Yeah. Can you also understand about the doctor in the family? The doctor. Sometimes we have to be quiet to listen, to hear the answer. All right. Sometimes other people give us the answer without realizing it. So there's somebody around you already giving you the answer if you're looking for that approval as well. So yeah, go. Right. Baby wipes, love them. All right, so Mitch, I'll give you that. It's okay with you? God bless. You want to? I don't think you know who this person is, by the way, because this feels younger than the person who I've been talking to. And it feels closer to you as well. All right, lovely. That's interesting. Do you know, it's the first time I looked at the picture. No, you don't know. Okay. Can you go, she goes, oh, all right. So with this picture, Mitch, can you go, thank you. I want to go up onto your father's side of the family rather than your mother's. There you go. Okay. Right. Okay. On to the next one. I know I miss them as well, don't worry. I miss my family fast. Right. Okay, where am I going? 18, please. Oh, Daniel, thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to share, to like. Okay. I know it's lovely. Daniel Graham. Oh my gosh, there we go. Hello, Danielle Graham. Hello. Right. I'll give my thumb a little bit. I know it's you. Fabulous. You know, when I looked there and I know that you've got a smiley for hands and the prayer hands. I always forget it's prayer hands. Someone told me recently it's a high five. It's a high five. I always forget it's prayer hands. There we go. Maybe we need one with a halo over it to let us know it's not a high five. Grant, it could be on, I don't know. All I know is it feels younger than the woman who was talking to me. Feels younger generation. Right. I know. Danielle, I want to talk to you about, again, I've got a lady here because they're all in preparation, but she did love ice cream. Definitely loved ice cream. Definitely loves ice cream. She keeps on showing me cones with vanilla ice cream in them. Okay. She doesn't mind if it's Miss Whippy. She prefers it not to be, but she prefers proper ice cream like you'll have scooped out. 2 scoops, not 1, please. Ice cream, she's quite happy to have at Christmas Day as well, but that would have to be on the pudding, Christmas pudding. Oh, okay. I've always got to let you know she had dementia, and she's the one who's told me that. She hasn't given me the signs and symptoms of it, but she's just fine. So also tell her I had dementia. You know, that forgetful disease, where you forget everything. Sometimes it's a good thing to forget everything she's talking about, but sometimes you do need to remember. Sometimes it's handy to remember some things, but sometimes it's good to not to remember anything whatsoever or anybody. Okay. You get her your asked to keep the kids. Yes, I did. Oh, used it to your advantage. Yes, I did. Oh, she used it to her advantage. I've heard that too. Yes. Okay. All right. So hopefully that makes sense, what I've talked about so far, because I actually cannot remember what I've talked about. What are we doing again? Don't know. Okay. All right. Confident here. Yeah. She's kind of got wavy hair. And I don't want to put her overly tall. She feels as though she's only about my height. And I would like to say I'm 5 foot, but apparently I'm 4 foot 11-ish. I'm gonna say ish. I like ish. Oh, but she shrunk. Yes, just trying to think, could be my great nan. Okay. She's a lovely, quiet, gentle lady. Okay. Traditional in certain respects. I mean, Christmas dinner would always be a bird, and it would always have crackers, Brussels sprouts, some potato gravy, carrots, you know, the usual bits and pieces. But it's about the getting the people together, not to stress over it, but you know, it's about pigs and blankets. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not necessarily about the indulgence of life, okay? It's about having friends and family around, you know. There's quite a soft lady. She's not pushy. She's not impatient. She's quite easygoing, but she said, "Oh, can I be next, love?" So she's very, you know, not apologetic, but she asks, she's polite. Um, she respects other people. She's come in to say hello, all right? And she's come in because you're wanting to hear from somebody who I haven't yet mentioned. Okay. Yeah, I had a great nan. Or was and was shortish. Yes. Let's go with that. Do you know, I still struggle to get to 1 pint of milk in Aldi. Put the shelf up to nearly couldn't reach it, so. But anyway, life of a poor person, bless her, she said. Well, dear, guess what? When you're my age and trying to do the shopping, you know, what's going on? Oh, glasses. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to have to draw glasses on her as well. All right. That's just literally come through. Oh, okay. It's weird to me, but you know, I'll go along with it. Yeah, coming together. Anyway, do you remember who I may be drawing may not be the communicator, but hopefully you'll know who it is. Right. Okay. I know well it's because I'm sitting sideways, so you know that face is not always even, I'm afraid, because of that, you know. That's what's going on there. Oh, okay. Okay. She's missing someone. I know she's missing somebody. That's what we're here to talk about, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And that you've been calling out for people from the other side as well to come in a little bit closer, Danielle. And I feel as though it's nothing major. I feel as though it's more to do with what they're trying to say is that you're just wanting to know that their support is still there for you. And I do feel that as well. Why do I want to talk to you about somebody who should have been in the picture but isn't? In the photograph picture that I've got showing with you and a gentleman in a very nice sunny place, obviously, I'm going to go for Greece, that there should have been somebody else there in between you two. And again, it feels like a father-like figure. Okay. And my granddad is here. Okay. Did I miss a comment in between that, Richard? Oh, okay. Does sound like my great nan a bit, my granddad's mum. Okay. Thank you. But I want to talk about a gentleman who I think why is this lady so far looking more like my nan who's alive? Okay. I don't know. I have no idea. I wouldn't, it would be a case of I don't know who I'm drawing, okay? You may find that your nan who's alive is very similar to somebody else who has passed away. But I kind of want to add a gentleman into that photograph there as well. And I do feel as though very much they're on a supportive level, not on a crisis level, not on a, oh my God, what am I going to do level? But here's a gentle hand to hold. This is supportive care. This is that loving spirit of wanting wanting your loved ones to be around you and no empty spaces at the table. Okay. Making sure that you've got loved ones around you on both sides, can I say, on both sides, right? Okay. Okay. You may want to have a look at some of the old photographs, Danielle. Okay, I feel as though there's something to do with that. She's talking to me about have a look at the old photographs. All right, and bring back the memories. And you and I'm sorry, I just had a song come into my head. The one that was playing during lockdown. Memories, memories. Can't remember the tune, sorry. Where the kids all sang that song in harmony. It was lovely. But talking to me on that level of loved ones being around you, wanting that support. But have a look at the old photographs, and I think you'll probably find her in there. For me, she's wearing very much more 70s, 80s clothing, and I feel as though we're looking at 70s, 80s photographs as well. Color ones, not black and white as well, okay? You will probably find it could be your nan's sister. All right, so I do feel as though there is this kind of support there. Right. And don't forget to baste the turkey. So, was very bad at remembering of doing that from time to time. That's awful. She had a stroke, funny. She had a stroke as well. All right, so she's talking about having a stroke. Okay. The other thing is, this year you're wanting to set yourself challenges, as in 2025, not 2024. And she says, you know, set them so they're realistic. I can also see my great granddad in that drawing. Oh, that's good. Oh, I see. They're all around. They're all around there for you. You know. I do feel as well. He was you would see him and you would smile. Because he just had that presence of making people smile just because of who he was. I need to give you May, and I've got a feeling that's a name as well as a month. All right, that's a prominent month for you. And okay, I need to give you the 28th. I don't know what month of that is, the 28th. I don't know if it's May or a different month altogether. But I've been given those two specific things to give to you. Okay. So whoever's doing the ancestry may want to have a look at May and have a look at the 28th. May definitely feels like a name rather than a month. Okay. Yes. Right, so can I leave that one there for you? We're moving on. Again, if you're wanting to have the original picture, which you're more than welcome to, please do contact me. Okay? I could ask on my dad's side of the family side, actually. Yeah, no, go for it. And just this may also be a chance for you to, and you can vouch for me, excellent, of you building those bridges that little bit more securely. Find out the stories. Oh, I've got such a good story to tell you. Actually. Yeah. Right, where are we off to? Where are we off to? Um, okay. Oh gosh, no, I've got to tell you this now. No, no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to because this is about you guys. Come on. Can I have number 10, please? Moving on. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, let's have some questions. Let's go for some questions. Some got some questions. Let's go for it. I'm happy to do questions. Do you hear or see spirit, Emily, or both? Okay, I'm Marianne. Maria Ann Harris. Right. Do I hear spirit? Yes. Do I see spirit? Sometimes, or both? Yes. To answer all of that. When I'm doing my psychic art, I don't get to see them. They talk to me, so I hear them. I feel what they look like. Okay, so it's almost as though they change how my body feels. So in that respect, I suppose that's kind of seeing in a way. When I'm just doing straightforward mediumship, I tend to see them as well as hear them. They will give me more of their ailments. They will give me more of them, almost them becoming me, if that makes sense. So I will get to see them. You know, it started off quite soon. I get to see a discombobulated head bouncing around with no body, and then the body comes on. You know, yeah, fun things like that I got to see while I was in church services and stuff like that. So, which I find very distracting because I don't listen to what's actually being said. So yes, hopefully that answers your question there. But while I'm doing the art, it is mostly that they're talking to me. Safi Lee. Hello, Safi Lee. Hi, I recognise you. Oh, do you? Have you been the reader at Kidderminster Church not so long ago? That is correct. I was indeed. Kidderminster have a little, they go, and I'm not good, but it's in a church hall, isn't it? Right next to the church, on a kind of corner, isn't it, in Kidderminster? So yes, I have. I was there last month, I believe. Yes, I was there. So Safi, thank you for coming along and watching. Thank you very much. That's great. Maria Ann Harris, thank you. You've answered my question well. Bless you. Thank you. That's interesting. If you've got more questions for me, I'm happy to answer. How can you tell if they wear glasses, no hair, etc.? Right. Okay. So Christine Manani has just asked me, how can I tell if they wear glasses? It's normally while I'm drawing the eyes, there'll be something there and I kind of go, oh, okay. It doesn't feel, it's about how it feels. And I kind of go, oh, okay, you've got glasses, haven't you? Sometimes I can feel like they want me to draw glasses, but they don't want me to draw glasses. So that would be a person who doesn't always wear glasses all of the time. So they'll take them on and off. Now I'm one of those people. I should wear glasses all of the time, but I will go around the house not wearing my glasses. Don't ask people, just don't ask. Rose tinted glasses all of us there. So yeah, so there's that as well. So people, my grandmother used to do that actually. She should have worn glasses more, and she never did. She should have been wearing glasses all of the time. She never did. That includes driving. Eventually she did, just before she gave up driving at 93. So yes, it's very much how it feels while I'm drawing them and having that conversation with them. With regards to no hair, it is how they direct me again on the paper, and I'll kind of go, oh, okay, I'm not up there, I'm drawing the rest of the face, so they haven't got hair. So that has happened before, especially with those who have had cancerous conditions and that they've had a hair loss. They could have had alopecia, thank you. Alopecia, where people lose their hair, and that can be through stress, medication, different causes for alopecia. Okay. So yeah, so it again is what, while I'm drawing, is what they tell me. And again, not always have. If I'm drawing somebody who isn't communicating to me, the communicator will often say, well, no, you haven't drawn the hair right, or no, you haven't got this right or that right. So they will explain that to me there as well. And I have to translate, and I'll pass that on to you guys because I've got it wrong. And I kind of go, oh, and go into a huff about it. I've also had people who, with regards to hair, whether, especially ladies, not so much the gentlemen, where the ladies will be very particular about their hair. And this will be a point of, it's happened once or twice where the lady will kind of go and say, well, they didn't do my hair right, did they, before the funeral? And you know that. And as for the makeup, well, really, I would never look like that. So, you know, there is that, Christine, you know who that is, isn't it? You saw that lady and you went, her hair's wrong, that's not how she would have had her hair. But it was kind of like, well, oh, she's passed away now. She doesn't, oh, well, she was there. She knew about the hair. Okay, so, you know, don't underestimate the person who lies there for you. And I do have to say that the person who lies before you, Christine, very quickly, I want to go to the old tradition, the Irish tradition of laying the person out. And they would lay them out on the table and then put the coins onto their eyes. So I need to give you that tradition as well. So yes, they're giving me all of that. Any other questions? Yep, 2 more questions. Have you still got your DIY colourful cards? Yes, I have. Da, da, da. I'm going to show you them now. You mean these perceptionary cards? Yes, I have got them. You can get hold of them through my website, emilyjbaker.co.uk. Go to the shop, go and look at perceptionary artwork, and from there you can go to the perceptionary cards. Okay, £25. That includes postage and packaging. All right, so that's that one there. And if you do that, obviously in the next few days, as in before Christmas, I will put it into the post for you and endeavour to try to get it to you as soon as possible as well. All right. Serban, is that how we pronounce it? All right. Don't think that's it. Siobhan. Okay. Siobhan, can I take it you're Irish? For a dyslexic person, can I just say the spelling of your name is very confusing because I'm expecting a V and an H next to the S. So I apologize for my mispronunciation of your name. Can the connection between the spirit ever be influenced by religious convictions while on this earth? Oh, that's an interesting question. Can the connection between spirit ever be influenced by their religious convictions while on this earth? Right, they're religious. So you mean the spirit communicating? So for instance, your grandmother's spirit is very much perhaps Catholic. And meanwhile, you're perhaps not so Catholic. It's like, am I right in thinking that? So can it ever be influenced? Yes, it can be. It can be in that they may look at me as not being the right person to communicate to you. I, however, I went to a Catholic school. Yeah, my first school was Catholic school. I loved it actually, being taught by the nuns. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, no, I loved it. It's my favorite school in all time actually. So that's just me. I couldn't quite understand the religious part of it. That's just me. But I could take on the guilt. So yeah, so maybe that's enough for your family if they are Catholic to understand. I do try to understand other faiths as well, Siobhan, so that those who are perhaps Jewish, those who are perhaps Muslim or Sikh, I have an understanding, so I can empathize with some of their religion. Now, that doesn't mean to say that they won't come through to me. It depends, it really does depend on the communicator, to be honest. And with myself as to if their connection is right, and it needs to be on different levels other than just about the religious convictions as well. But yeah, again, it's about me, the communicator, if there's something about me that they can talk. Yes, or Catholic. And again, it may be a case of that they are at peace of where they are, and that they are not ready yet to communicate. Okay, so it's not necessarily a case they have, our loved ones who have passed on have free will just as much as we have free will. So yeah, it is a bit like that. And I do feel that more that I've been doing this over the years, everyone's heaven is slightly different. Okay. Everyone of viewpoint of what happens next is slightly different. Okay. Okay, now my mother would never believe in this, yet she came through that yet she came through, but rarely. Yes, okay. I would say those who are skeptical tend to come through quite quickly. They really do. Those who have really strong convictions about religion, they will come through, like you just said. But I would say those who are skeptical are the ones who kind of go, yeah, okay, I'm going to eat humble pie. You're right, I was wrong. It's that kind of a conversation that happens. My mother was similarly like that, and she came through quite quickly. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your viewpoint. So yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. It's the ones who don't necessarily believe are the ones who come through the strongest as well. Fabulous. Right, I'm going to go on. If there's no more questions. Nope, lovely. Fantastic. Now I also have answering questions. Don't be afraid to ask, honestly. Don't be afraid to ask with me. I'm happy to answer. So, shall we go on to number 32, please? Please. Don't forget to like and share. Oh, okay. Can we can we go to the one? So was that number 32? Did you say you were number 32? Okay, can we go to number 33 then? Okay. Tanya Rideout. Hello, Tanya. You all right? Okay. So just your fingers on keyboards just to let me know that you're still with us. Facebook Land. I know there's a delay. There's always a delay, isn't there? Oh, she's here. Okay, that's something. Thank you very much. Right, so let me just crack on. And as soon as I've said that, there's a time delay. There was two things that happened. One, I could smell cigarette smoke. Two, it's a gentleman. Three, he was poorly before he passed away, Tanya. So, and I do mean quite poorly because I was almost wrenching them as well. But I do feel as though a smoker for sure. A smoker for sure. Lost a lot of weight. He lost a lot of weight. Okay. I need to tell you that you work hard. You should not give yourself a break. No. Why are you all the way over there? Really? Okay. There's more than one person here for you, apparently. Right. No, I know it's not very good. Had definitely his own mind, didn't he? Are you having a curry? Richard's smelling coriander. Okay. And okay. Does it smell like soap? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, right, okay. I've forgotten what I was saying. I don't know. It suddenly went quiet then. Right. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. There's more than one person. That's it. More than one person. Where are we going with this? Where are we going? Oh, yes. Yes. That you work very hard. You know this anyway. I know you know this. I know that you know this. Why don't you listen to other people who praise you for the work that you do? need to, yeah. Yeah. You find it hard to take on the praise that others give you, the work that you do. Why don't I want to see your eyes? Why don't I want to see his eyes, Tanya? Why doesn't he want me to draw the eyes? Does that make sense to you? That should make sense to you. Why I haven't drawn, I've gone straight to the mouth. You understand this. You understand why I haven't drawn his eyes. And I don't know if he's blind or whatever, but I don't want to draw his eyes. It's most bizarre. Most bizarre. Not one that I've had before, Tanya. Right, okay. I need to talk to you about the lady. I need to talk to you about the lady. Okay, so this gentleman here, is this you, sir? No. All right. Okay. This is another person to the person who I am talking to. So this is not the communicator, Tanya. This is somebody else, but I don't want to draw the eyes. Okay. Who knows why? Okay, you know why. I hope so. I also now want to talk to you about a lady. Where are we going to put her? Okay. Again, she's very much grandparent generation. Weird. Did she have dizzy spells as well, did she? Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Heart, yeah. Palpitations or heart? Okay, the arteries. Okay. Terrible problems with the legs as well. Don't break them. Okay. Oh, okay. Not out of her own choice, then I'll take it. No. Just making sense to you. Can you hear me okay, Tanya? I know I'm making you think. Okay. Yes, I've been doing a lot. Okay. And can you understand about this lady that I'm bad at taking compliments? Right, okay. But can you now understand about the lady who's coming through? Not sure on the eyes yet. Okay. I'm going to be coming back to him. He's wanting me to concentrate on this lady who are due for his grandparent generation. Kind of almost like a set hair kind of situation. But that's all that we ever did get. This, yes, okay. Right. I need you to rest. Rest. I'm insisting on that. What can't you tell me? And this my nan, I'm sure. Okay. She lost weight as well. Right, okay. So she's coming through. If you've seen me before, this is very, 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 very rare that they want me to draw another person. Okay, so finally, very privileged. But this is so that you understand that you're appreciated. You also have to appreciate yourself. You also have to be able to accept those compliments given to you. I know it's difficult because you're a giver. And when people are a giver, it's really hard to receive the compliments, to receive the gifts. But remember what it's like. You know what it's like to give something to somebody because it comes from your heart and it may not be much. And that feels, to see that joy on their face, it's lovely. But that is also when you are receiving a compliment, that's what you're giving that person who is the giver in that moment. That, thank you very much. They want to see that, oh my gosh, that does mean a lot. Thank you. Okay. Now I can draw the eyes. Now I can draw the eyes. Right, okay. May have had cataracts. or glaucoma, but it was kind of moving on towards sight loss, and I need to say sight loss because I still want to draw them very blankly, not in a way of saying this, you know, they have blue eyes or whatever. Just very, very blank. Okay. Okay. And it's not about giving yourself away when I say you wear your heart on your sleeve. But he's talking to me about that. About you wearing your heart on your sleeve. They're my cheekbones as well. But I feel as though that's later on in life. I've taken over my cousin's job. He's ill, so I can understand the rest. Okay. Right, okay. Okay. I've got a question to, yes, you did. Okay, thank you. I've got a question for you, not to answer to me, but to understand for yourself. Understand, trying to do better in confidence. Bless you, thank you. I'm being careful about the words I'm using here. The job that you're doing, Tanya, are you doing that out of obligation? Or because actually you quite enjoy the work? He looks like a family friend who was like a brother to me. Okay. But again, I'm having problems with the eyes. Right? So again, my question to you is, are you doing it out of obligation? Or are you doing this because actually you're quite happy to do it? Right? Is there a sense that I've got the word obligation? Not necessarily like or anything like that. Okay. Okay. You do know him. And I can't go, it's most bizarre. I really can't go much on beyond the eyes. I must have had problems with his eyes because it's almost as though each time I'm looking at it, like, oh, can I just fill them in? It's like, no, not yet. So there's something there that he wants you to see, but he wants you to see the truth. He wants you to see the truth. When you look at the eyes, you see the truth. People are saying, yes, right, okay. But can you understand about the truth, seeing the truth? And they were close. Oh, nothing. It's the truth. You need to see the truth. I enjoy it, but I feel like I can do something else, something else spiritual with my time. Right, okay. Okay. But it may be a case of you need to see the truth. I need to say you need to see the truth. Okay. I don't always want to go. So again, is it out of obligation that you're doing it? And is there somebody else who could actually do the job? So, you know, it's looking at sometimes why we are doing the things that we are doing. Does it serve us for the higher? And sometimes it is a yes. All right. We kind of go, oh, I don't like it, but actually, yeah, okay. Serving the purpose, it's serving what it needs to be. So it's not about you being wrong, okay? It's not about that. It's that these aren't my questions to answer. These are your questions for you to think about it. And it's about what's in your heart, not what's in the head. It is what is in the heart, not in the head. Thank you. I can now draw the eyes. Thank you. So he's talking about it being in the heart. Hence why now I'm able to draw the eyes so that you can see that, because the eyes are the window to the soul. Right? The person that you can't lie to is to yourself. I mean, you can. And we do, I do on a regular basis. But the only person I'll be hurting is myself. So again, it's about you seeing your own truth, your own truth. That's why they're here. It's not that you haven't done anything wrong. They're here to help you, for you to understand where it is that you're wanting to go. They're being, they're guiding you in helping you to do that, but they can't do it all for you. I feel it's out of obligation. I've thought that, okay. All right, okay. So again, a question from them to you is, what would you like to do about it? And again, would you be able to see yourself doing what it is that you would like to do about it? You notice they haven't actually done anything. But again, it is not about them doing the work, it is about you understanding you. Okay. So you don't need to answer me. Absolutely don't need to answer me. They will be there with you listening. All right. And I think for those of you, I just want to answer this really quick question while we're here. Development, when people talk about spiritual development, it is more about learning yourself than about learning how to give messages or anything else. All right. You will go through a massive learning curve. And I know that you talked about doing something more on the spiritual level again, but it is about learning about yourself. Be authentic to yourself. And I say that to Tanya, and I say it to anybody out there. Be authentic to yourself. And I think, Tanya, that wasn't just aimed at you, that's aimed at somebody else as well. They are listening. So, you're doing that. Okay. Lovely. Excellent. I'm just going to hopefully you can understand all of that. So I'm just going to sorry, I've got the 12 days of Christmas being sung to me now. And they start at 8. Um okay, I'll give her December. I need to give you December, and I also need to give you February as well. All right, so if February doesn't mean anything to you at the moment, it may do. Yes, been doing this only a year now. Okay, all new to me. Okay, but it is about learning about yourself, Tanya. All right, and you will go through learning curves, massive learning curves. Things going well, things not going so well as well. But again, it's all learning. It's all learning. There's no right and wrong. It's just about learning. Sometimes it's about learning how to apologize, learning that if we're always in our head, we're never in our heart. So the true meaning is never there. That's something for you to think about. That's also for something else for somebody out there. It has to come from the heart, not from the head. The heart, not the head. Okay. How are we doing for time, Richard? Well, do you want to do it now? Yeah. So Richard's just going to come on. He wants to explain something. Go for it.
sorry everyone, I had myself on mute. Let's start again. My apologies. Hi everybody. What you've terrible. What you can see on screen is how I see the comments that come in. Okay. So when Emily says to me, for example, number 24, I would go to the second page because only 20 comments are shown to me from Facebook and YouTube. And as you can see on screen, your comments are coming through. So I see them. So Emily is, say, for example, number 24. I will then go to page 2, count down 4, and whomever that person is who commented will be the person who gets to read them. Okay. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So you can actually see what I see now. Okay. So yeah, so that was it. So for example, if I can move the mouse around, you can see how I see the comments. All right. Anyway, thank you, Emily. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, Richard. No, that's fab. You see, that's why I leave him to do all the technical bits and pieces. Gosh, if I was trying to filter through all of that, Facebook and YouTube at the same time, as a lot of you know, I'm dyslexic, so I would seriously get lost. So yeah, no, thank you for explaining that. That's fab. Like that as well. It's nice to see the visual, Richard, of what it looks like for you. For me, all I get to see is what you present. You kind of give me a viewpoint of, I can see the live output, so what you guys get to see. I get to see a picture, and in this case it's Tanya, and then her comment, her last comment. So a name. So that's, and a little logo to say if it's Facebook or YouTube. So no, that's fab. You know, if I had to try to read that, for me, the writing is really small and all blurry, so I wouldn't have a chance. Would not have a chance if that was presented to me. So, oh no, that I can read that. Yes, I can read that. Yeah, so that's fab. Yeah. So no, it's you know, it's great to see all of the comments in such a manner. Thank you, Richard. We can see who's commenting. So for me, I don't get to see any of that at all. And I think you guys probably can see the threads of conversations that you're having within yourselves. I don't get to see those threads of conversations either. So it is literally, Tanya's written, Emily, I wrote before when, okay. No, I wrote before when you drew for me. Oh dear. Is it okay to still get the scan of the picture that way? Yes. Email me. Email me, Tanya. Or I think if I've done that before, yeah, just email me if I emailed you, or Facebook me or whatever. So let me know. And let me know it's this picture here. Can I just check, did the gentleman have something wrong with his eye? Because I've got a line going through it. So with his left eye, just going to show you again. With the left eye here, got a line going through it, and for me that indicates that there was something else going on with his eyes. Okay. All right. So email me or contact me through Facebook, which is emily.psychicartist. Contact me through my website, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk. All right, so please do. Right, would you now, guys, I'm going to take a quick poll. Would you like me to answer more questions, or would you like another picture? So, I know, well, it's going to be this is my last one for the year, for 2024, as we're going into 2025. Is there any questions that you guys would like to ask me? Okay, that way. So there was a lot of questions earlier on. I wonder if you guys have got some more questions that you would like to ask me while we have this opportunity. It can be silly questions. No question is a picture. Lisa would like a picture. Picture. Right. Okay. Picture. See, I put it down and it's suddenly a picture. Right. Picture. Yes, thank you. picture, please. Right, okay. So now you know how it all works. I'm going to give a number to Richard, which will be number. Did I have I had 30s last time, didn't I? Can I have number 8, please? 8. Tracy, hello Tracy. How are you? You all right? Where am I? Oh, oh. Sorry, I've just heard this lady saying, don't draw me, draw her. And I'm going, who am I drawing? So I'm going to be drawing a lady, but I don't know who this lady is, Tracy. Okay. Can I just check with you, Tracy? Is your mum in spirit? It could be mother-in-law. You understand that, mum? Hello. Gosh, I sounded like an AI voice then. Hello. Very monotone. I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Which is so saying that we love AI. Perry Wynn's birthday. Ah, Perry Wynn's happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Perry Wins. Happy birthday to Perry Wins. Perry Wins. Birthday to you. Perry Wins. Are you still on mute, Richard? What, Perry Wins? Oh, there's Perry Wins. Right, come on. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Just going to catch up. Tracy, are you still with us? No. Okay. No, I haven't given you much. Can you understand about? I want to. Your mother. I want to talk to you about a lady, mother. You've got my sister, please. You want me to draw a picture of your sister? Is that what I'm understanding from that? Yes, I can't. I can't be prescriptive. That's a good word, isn't it? Prescriptive. Because it doesn't work that way. I am. Oh, okay. Yes, you're here. Fabulous. All right. Very good. Okay, Tracy, can I ask you? They're talking to me about you feeling the guilt. I'm not going to ask you because I was going to ask you what is it that you're feeling the guilt about, but I'm just telling you, what they have just said to me is that you are feeling the guilt, okay, and that you still hold the guilt. Does that make sense for you? It's not meant to make sense to anybody else, least of all to me. I am just the messenger. For me, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But that is all that they've given me so far. And I feel as though I've got two ladies here who are trying to help you. But it is about holding the guilt and feeling the guilt. know you do wear glasses, I know that, yeah. Yes, okay, right, right, okay. Okay, happy want to put it across, okay, right. This is how they're putting it across, and that is holding on to it, and as tightly as you do can be suffocating to you. Okay. I never went to Mum's funeral. I think it was 6. Okay. Okay, I can explain it to you. All right. Okay, I'll explain. Right. Okay. So they're wanting you to understand about, and I think people forget that a funeral is very much a ceremony. And it's a ceremony about saying goodbye. Now that ceremony can be held at any time, in truth, be told. It can be. And you can have a ceremony even when the ceremony is technically already done. So would it, okay, all right, okay, fine, I'll tell her. Do your own ceremony. Do your own ceremony is what I've been given to give to you. Okay. If it is about that, then you do the full hog of the prayers and the hymns and all that will settle you. Okay. She let us all go. Okay. Yeah. She it's um, it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one, Tracy, because it is it because this one is it's wrapped up in many layers. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, I can see from your comments, and I haven't got her here. Okay, so I at the moment I have not got her here. Okay. Right, let me just see what I'm just going to ask. Right, okay. I don't, okay, I will tell her. Or the only other thing I've got coming through, and I don't know who this is from, Tracy, is to say that this is not your fault. And I can't tell, all I know it's a female who's saying this, and I'm not going to assume that it is your sister. Okay. I'm not going to assume that. Um, yeah, no, I understand that. I can't, I see my head's now kicking in because I know that you are wanting to speak and communicate with your sister. But for me, I can't guarantee that this is your sister who I'm talking to. Yeah. Can you understand the picture? Because I don't feel as though this gentleman was a family member. Because um I want to see why I'm not a trained artist. Um I want to put the dog collar onto him. Okay, so for me, it's almost as though I want to put a dog collar around him, you know, as in priest. Okay, so I'm getting with this gentleman. And I may be wrong with that, but it's just something that I've suddenly just felt that I needed to do for this gentleman is to do that, as well. Okay, all right. The other thing that I have got to give you as well, and this may be from Mrs. I don't know, is that to remind you that she is always there with you. She's always there with you. And I've got to please tell her I am always, oh, okay, I am always with you. Okay. All right. But that's who I've got there, Tracy. So I'm sorry, I can't guarantee that this is your sister who I'm talking to, or if it's other ladies, okay, that I've got. Okay, no, vicar. Okay. Oh, okay, a vicar rather than a priest. Okay. And the more that I try, the more I know I'm blocking them out. Basically, I know that. And I'm trying not to kind of hold on too tightly. Again, it's that holding on really tightly. If I try holding on really, really tightly and say, no, she's demanding only to listen to her sister. It's kind of, if your sister doesn't want to talk to me, she's not going to talk to me. Okay, it's not a case of that she can't, it's more of a case she won't talk to me. Okay. All right. That's who I've got there. I am going to close it there because, like I say, Jetsy, I know that you're wanting to hear from one person specifically, and unfortunately, it's not how it works. I can ask, and I have asked for you, and it's not coming forward. Okay, I don't think it's fair on you. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a close. Okay, all right. Lovely. Massively running over time. Okay. My brother. Oh, is it your brother? Okay. That picture there. Brother. So again, I'm just going to call it a close there. And just again, I will be back in the new year. I think around about, is it the 8th? I think. I believe. I'm just going to have a quick look on my diary. Just on a quiet and on a quiet. You know, I'm now on TikTok. You can now find me on TikTok. Quite exciting now. Yes, on the 2nd of January, I will be back. I will be back. New year, new resolutions, new things. So I'll be doing my receptionary cards. I'll be doing these cards and working with them. on the 2nd, so come and join me and see what comes forward. And it may be a case that you, in the meantime, have been asking for guidance about 2025 and things like that. So have a look out for me on TikTok. You're going to ask me, where do we find you on TikTok? That would be a very good question. Again, it's Emily Psychic Artist. That's where you can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all sorts of things. Okay, Tracy, why would another spirit talk for someone else? Okay. Why would another spirit? Sometimes what happens is, and this has happened to me, if I'm desperately wanting to speak to my father when he passed away, I found that other spirits came in front. And because of the emotional pull, that I know that whatever message that my father would have for me, I wouldn't take it on board. It would be a case of I wouldn't hear what I needed to hear. So hence why sometimes it is other people who step in, however much you're wanting, say perhaps in my case it was my father to come through, I had everybody else come through instead for a long time until I was able to deal with the grief, but also understand that grief will be reawakened when he did come through as well. And I wouldn't necessarily want him to go away. I would want him to stay, and that's not necessarily what they can do as well. So sometimes it is that the message needs to be heard rather than the person coming through as well. Hopefully that answers that question. Thank you. Any other questions? Lovely. Okay. Emily, do you offer international readings? Yes, I do. So if you book in on my through my website, you'll have my diary there. I think I put in everything up for January. That's in my diary. So yeah, pick a time. Bear in mind there are UK times as well, so it should hopefully change it for you to international time. So just bear that in mind, depending on where you are in the world. But yes, I can double check that, and it should come through for you, your local time and my local time. All right, so I know that I have done international readings as well via Zoom, and it has worked in that way. Just love. Oh, Emily's still answering questions. I know. So Emily, how would you describe 2024 in 3 words? It was different. I'm trying to get it into 3 words, and I got it down to 4. It was different. There you go. 2024 was it was different. It was just different. And I knew in October 2023 that 2024 was going to be all change, different things going on. I was going to be doing things that I would not have expected myself to be doing. Okay. So I knew that then. October this year, I already know what 2025 is going to be like for me. So, and for a lot of us, and it is going to be heads down, tails up, keep on going. But be authentic to yourself. Don't just be authentic to yourself. Honestly, we're going to need to hold it for everybody else. There we go. That's my quick skim through of 2025 of what I feel is going to be going on for 2025. A lot of things will be going on in 2025. And yes, if you get the chance to have time out, take the time out, because otherwise you'll feel like you're running constantly. So please, more importantly, one of my most important sayings I say to people is, your health is your wealth, and it will mean so much next year. Your health is your wealth. All right, just bear that one in mind. Okay, because there's only so much running you can do before you actually have to stop. Just saying. So there we go. Right, my lovelies, I'm going to see you in the new year on the 2nd. Is that okay, Richard? Is it okay, Richard, if I come back on the 2nd? Fabulous. And I'm going to come back at 7 o'clock. I don't know, there may be somebody after me then on that Thursday. Oh, Richard's going down too. You never know. But you can also catch Richard on TikTok as well as myself on TikTok. So yeah, have a look out for all of us. We will be still around and about, and I'm sure, Richard, are you working over the Christmas period? No. Okay. So when is the next set of readings on sptv? Fabulous. So schedule on the sptv website. There's a schedule there. Have a look, and you can see all of that going on. Richard is taking a Christmas break. Is that right, Richard? Fabulous. I'm good. And he will randomly go on TikTok. TikTok, how are they going to find you on TikTok? Oh, it's at sptv UK. Excellent. Yes. So that's how you can find Richard. And I think Richard would be using his cards as well, aren't you? For that ones that he's created. Prairie winds and wildflowers. Hope you have posted Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Enjoy everyone. Oh, no, we haven't posted that yet. We've still got time to do that. So yeah. No, we will, I'm sure that we will do, and I hope all of you have a very, very Merry Christmas. And I hope all of you have a wonderful New Year, and a peaceful one, joyous one, lots of laughter and lots of love as well. Over that time, enjoy yourselves. Celebrate, and just think, over the next couple of days, we're going to have the shortest day of the year, and then the days will grow longer. Yay! Isn't that great? I don't have to go out dog walking with a torch. All right, my lovelies. I shall see you in 2025. Take care. Have blessed celebrations of Yuletide, and everything else. So take care, my lovelies, and I'll see you in 2025.